Greetings, I'm DK Roster. Welcome back to the TTT News. Now, if you pay attention to this conversation and act quickly, you may be the lucky Santa sender to receive free electricity for the year of 2022. It is time to go in depth on the work of TT Post, delivering more than just mail, with Product Manager of Courier and Express Services, George Nicholas Martin. Welcome, Mr. Martin. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you going to do?
I'm all right, thank you. I am very interested in hearing about this free current for 2022. So, what is the promotion about? Let's start the conversation there.
We decided we're going to have a Santa Sender promotion for the Christmas season and encourage both the John public as well as the business community to use our services to send their gifts, presents, little tokens to their clients, friends, family through our courier services. And we have a special price of free electricity for 1 year.
And I love the fact that you would have kept it in-house, as it were, seeing that all this falls under the ambit or the theme or the line ministry of the Ministry of Public Utilities. Was that one of the considerations going into it?
That's true, buy local, keep it within the family kind of thing. I agree with what you say. That is one of our main priorities there, that to make sure that we utilize the services of the other services under the ministry.
And looking at utilizing local services, what are some of the things? Give us an overview about TT Post and services that TT Post provides us.
Well, when TT Post was formulated back in 1999, the then managers, I think the DMA was New Zealand's Transend. They came in and they decided, listen, they understand that Post is going to be declining over the years, which evidently has been over the past decade or so, and increasing in its decline. So TT Post needed to find new revenue streams. And one of the main revenue streams that they found was courier services. The courier services are segmented into three varying sections, which is local courier, international courier, and our online shopping service. These services extend to the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Like, we provide services to the Ministry of Attorney General and Legal Affairs, the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of National Security, Immigration Division, Ministry of Health, just to name a few. We also provide services to the John public, as I said before, to the man on the street, where people from Port of Spain send stuff via courier service to people in South or Tobago and vice versa, as well as small businesses, the MSMEs, micro, small, and medium enterprises, use our courier services through our retail locations to send items to their customers and clients.
And that raises the issue of, you said that there would have been a decline over the years.
Yeah.
That was over the years without a pandemic. What has that been like during this period of time?
It has been very difficult. The pandemic itself has changed the way we do business. For TT Post, it has increased the reliance of our customers on the courier service, as people are now trying to limit their contact with their customers on the face-to-face contact. They use us as a conduit to get items to their customers. So we have seen an increase overall in the use of our services during the pandemic. And we're welcoming the business, actually, and we're looking to grow even more.
And speaking of welcoming the business, growing even more, what has the, not necessarily feedback, but traditional versus emergent businesses, how are they utilizing your services? Because I see there's also a PO box opportunity. Is that something that is still available?
Yeah, PO boxes are a staple of the postal service. We have PO boxes in most of our locations around the country. And we even have a virtual PO box service that we offer a couple of clientele. So you don't even need to have a physical PO box anymore. You can actually apply for, we call it the V-Box, and you can apply for the V-Box, get a virtual address, and the courier actually will bring your mail to your door.
And that is something that is kind of be appreciated, especially in this time when we're looking to kind of have ourselves a little removed from each other.
Yeah, limit the people going out, getting out. We will do the moving for you.
And it also helps, I think, in terms of saying, okay, well, I want to have my business, even though this is a pivot. I'm starting from home. I still want it to have a look and feel as though I'm about my business and I'm a little professional.
Yeah, that's very true. The V-Box, we see a lot of business people will look at the V-Box as an opportunity for them to stay at home but have an address looking very business-like. It'll be DK roster at VBox 0001, St. Anne's, or whatever the location you like, and that will be your business address.
All right, but with all of this and the expansion and growth in the appeal and use of business for TT Post, what is the main focus or the present focus with regard to TT Post, Mr. Norton?
The main focus actually is Courier. Again, as I said earlier, the decline in mail has made it that we need to still bring in revenue. We still have bills to pay. And for any organization, if you have a decline in one area and you have growth in the other area, your focus will be on the growth area, which is Courier at present. And we expect our Courier service to continue growing over the next year into the next 5 years. And the focus has also included us looking to advance the technology aspect of Courier. We have recently brought on our track and trace system, our online track and trace system, which was launched by the minister at our National Media Center, I believe a couple of months ago. And we have seen a lot of positive responses coming from our customers. Now they have the visibility of seeing their items online, where historically we have a manual tracking system and people would have had to call in or email, and then it took a little while for us to respond. Now they have a digital expediency toward getting the information online.
I know we started the conversation talking about Santa Sender and that promotion.
Yeah.
What is the deadline on it? I also know that you can email santasender@ttpost.net, but how long do people have to cash in on this service?
So the promotion is running from the 3rd to the 22nd, and the 22nd gives us 3 days before Christmas Day to be able to get your items to the recipients. I know DQ asked me earlier, is you sure what time on the 22nd? But the 22nd is when, the deadline for that is when our shops close. So say around 4 p.m., we have some franchise locations that may open a little later, but we clear all locations on a daily basis, bring it up to Piarco, sort it, and goes out via Courier very early in the morning. So your items will be one of those if you happen to send it on the 22nd. Once you send it via the retail locations, you'll be entered to win, and the draw is on the 28th. If you're a corporate organization, one of our business clients, you have to email santasender@ttpost.net, reference the purchase order that you sent in, and we will enter you to give you a chance to win.
And that is a beautiful note to end 1 year going into another.
Yeah.
And this is also a lovely note to take a break. We come back speaking with George Nicholas Martin, Product Manager, Courier and Express Services, TT Post. Stay with us. We return with more. Welcome back. We are going in depth on the work of TT Post with a product manager, Courier and Express Services, George Nicholas Martin. Now, Mr. Martin, you started to speak about the tracking system, the new online tracking system. I want to give you some time to ventilate a little more on it. Thank you.
So, in the past, TT Post had a manual tracking system, I said before. And what used to happen, customers would have to either call into our hotlines or send us an email requesting information on a particular number. Every one of TT Post items that pass through the courier service has a generic barcode on it. And that generic barcode is what we would use even when we used to use manually to be able to locate and identify the origin and the destination of any item that a customer wants us to track. With our new tracking system, that is done now digitally. All the couriers are equipped with handhelds that scan items coming into the system. Our back-end processing team at National Mail Center is also equipped with the online services system that logs information as it comes in when we sort and process items, and all that information is captured on the program that we have called Post Global. Post Global is the tracking system we use. Customers can now either go to our website, which is www.ttpost.net, enter there, click on a tab that says tracking, and it'll carry them to a back page where they enter their tracking information from the receipt, and They will be able to see the progress of the item from the time they tendered it to the time it's delivered.
So you're saying that each item has its unique markers that people can track and see the progress of the item
Yes.
delivery.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. It's unique to each one, so there's no duplication of any one. This is very specific and one of the criteria that was required when we were trying to do business with the Ministry of National Security as well as U.S. Embassy, because we move a lot of passports through our services and other very important items, and we need to be able to track each item separately.
And with that in mind, what are some of the other innovations in ICT that TT Post is working towards in the near or medium term?
Well, that's a very interesting question. Very recently, I knew that there's been an MOU signed with Estonia as part of our national ICT development, which is carded to come off, I think, in 2022. These are one of the things that even under the ministry, we're looking to advance our ITC footprint and capabilities. The track and trace is just the beginning of that. We're currently looking into other financial type services, and I can't get too much into that because my forte is really Courier. But for Courier, we will be always looking to expand our knowledge and using more electronic, digital, and ICT type innovations to improve the level of service we bring to our customers. We may even look at eventually some sort of GPS, but and again, it's all due to what the market demands, and we at TT Post are very interested and geared towards trying to provide what our customers want.
All right, thank you so much for that. I want to jump squarely back into your remit courier services.
Yeah.
Take me through the process of, okay, I'm a small business owner, or I want to purchase from someone or send something.
Right. So
what are some of those things that I need to look at? Is it weight? Is it size? Do I need to pack things before? Take me through those itemized processes.
Right. So we have two levels of service we offer to Trinidad and Tobago and to the public. We offer through our retail stores, and we call them retail customers, and then we have our business clientele, which we call the corporate customers. Our corporate customers normally sign up with us, and they get door-to-door delivery, meaning that we could come and pick up from our business customers and deliver to them. For our retail customers, our retail customers must visit one of our retail locations, either the franchise or the corporate shops, where they will tender their packages. Now, the levels of service that we offer for each one entail the track pack service, which are the red envelopes that a lot of people are accustomed with, and they is a favorite of our customers. We have parcel tickets for boxes. We move. I'll give you an idea of some of the items we move. We move cell phones, we move cards, we move perfumes, we move creams, toys, even steel pans we move through our courier service, both locally and internationally. The services entail two varied service levels. If you go and tender your item before, and this is for particular customers again only, you tender your item between 8 and 10, you may get a same-day service depending on where the item is going. But generally, our services are next day to 2 days to cover both Trinidad and Tobago.
And in terms of like that time frame, one of the things I did not hear you mention was perishable items.
Yeah.
So nobody's selling any fruit cake.
We do, and again, our corporate customers know exactly, because we have account executives, very capable account executives that visit all our corporate customers and guide them through the process of using Courier. Similarly, at retail locations, our front-end staff, they guide our customers. So while we do move fruit cakes and some other cookies and that kind of thing, we don't really, promote it too much because it requires a little delicate care. And you can imagine our courier services are very much like any other courier service internationally. It is a lot of rugged and rigorous movement, and anything fragile is not given the attention it may require, because we are about the speed of delivering the item towards the recipient. However, we advise our customers, let's use the fruitcake analogy. Most of our fruitcake customers will put it in a pan, seal it, wrap it, and enclose it either in a box or a track pack, and we move it like that.
And I hope it's not only fruitcake people come away from this conversation remembering it. But in terms of that costing, how do you look at something? Is it the size of it? Because something may be a little big, but it may not be as heavy. Right. Or sometimes something may be kind of heavy, but is not that large. So how do you look? Is it that it fits into a certain envelope or container? How do you look to cost these things?
Our track packs costs are pretty standard. At the retail segment, it's $25, $27, and $28, I believe, or $29, I believe, for the different sizes of track packs. And it's from 0 to 3 kilogram. Although the track packs are primarily used for documents, we allow certain non-documents to be enclosed in those track packs to move them. So you can see you can move an item that weighs 1 pound or, well, 1 kilogram or 3 kilogram through our track pack services. We have the parcel tickets too, and the parcel tickets are geared by weight. So if you have heavy items, they are tiered, different size of parcel tickets that will be affixed onto the boxes to accommodate a particular weight moving through the system. But DK, one thing we looking at the market, our services are very economical. That's why we have the larger proportion of the market, because our customers find that the price point that we have suits their pockets.
And with that, in the final 1.5 minutes that we have, what is the significance? How does TT Post help to bridge gaps, break down silos between government services, and also helping people to access government services?
And that is a great question. Thanks, DK. When I started way back in 2001, 2002, I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've been TT Post. That was always one of my main focuses. I saw TT Post as that bridge between government and the people. We are the largest distributor of mail within the country. We have a huge network, and it's important that TT Post provides that network between government services and the people of Trinidad and Tobago. We have a couple of services that do that. For example, you can go to TT Post and apply for your birth certificate. Many people don't know that. We can go to TT Post and facilitate the application for your passport. You can go to TT Post and submit your application for your CDAP card. A lot of these little services we do for the ministries. And there's where we are expecting to bridge that gap, because we don't want customers and the clientele to have to go directly to ministries. We want to be able to be that front end, be where we could be the conduit between government and everyone else.
So providing that access, that ease of doing business,
Yes.
which is one of the things that is an important marker that countries are looked at in terms of what it is they afford you, the customer. But how do people contact you to get more information? What is the website information once more, please?
Right. I can see you can go to www.ttpost.net, and there are a list of phone numbers there you can contact if it is an account executive or for the different departments within TT Post. We also have a hotline at 800 Post. So those two mediums of which we would promote people to go to be able to contact us. DK, I forgot one additional piece of information.
Squeeze it in.
Yeah. It is that we're talking about innovation and being able to provide services. When we recently, last year, rolled out where you can pay for your citations through TT Post. I know it's not a favorite thing of people to want to get into, because you're coming to TT Post to pay money, but look at what was there before. When you had a ticket or so, you would have to go to the court and spend hours, because of the different facilities in the court. And to cater for you, it's been a half day. I remember going to pay a ticket, it took me a half day. TT Post now you can do it in 15 minutes. Right? And because it's all over the country, and that is one of the innovations and the bridges that we are engaging government to allow us to be that bridge between the government services and people of Trinidad and Tobago.
And thank you so much for being that bridge. George Nicholas Martin, Product Manager, Courier and Express Services at TT Post. And on behalf of the entire TTT News team, this has been In Depth with DK Roster. Thank you for joining us.